Hey guys, Hayden of Everything here, and today we're doing another video. So, you may remember, if you're very fond of the internet, that in August 3rd of 2017, the news channel Vulture decided to take their shot at ranking every single Pink Floyd song ever. What I'm going to be doing right now is reacting to their rankings. So let's go into this. So at the bottom of the list, they have Round and Around from A Momentary Lapse of Reason. I've never really listened to a large amount of Momentary Lapse of Reason tracks, so I think the only two songs that I heard from A Momentary Lapse of Reason is Learning to Fly and On the Turning Away. So let's continue down the list. Number 163, Atom Heart Mother. I really enjoy the track Atom Heart Mother. It's definitely, despite being long, it's really great. And I guess they have a pretty big rant of why it is not deserving enough to place over several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave gripping with a pick from Amagama, which is literally just as it sounds. Animals. That's it, guys. Yeah, it's not really worth it. The next track on this is that I'm going to be talking about is Power Talkage from Piper at the Gates of Dawn. It says it's a very early experimental in sound sculpturing from the band's first album. And yeah, it's from the band's first album because Piper at the Gates of Dawn was their first album. And this is definitely pretty good ranked, sort of, I guess. The next song we're covering is Bring the Boys Back Home from The Wall, ranked number 157. I can understand that they have a song from The Wall on this, because it's every single Pink Floyd song first off, and second off, The Wall is such a great album, but solo, why? Didn't they already talk about, they already mentioned a different Final Cut song. The next song, 155, is Stop from The Wall. It's like 31 seconds long. And right after that is Seamus from Metal. I believe I pronounced that wrong. Entirely wrong. And I don't know very much about this song, so yeah. Number 152 is The Dogs of War from A Momentary Lapse of Reason. I guess this video's been deleted. Copyright? Possibly. The next one on this is Pigs on the Wing Part 2 from Animals, which is actually right after Dogs of War, 151. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. And right on after that is the closing track to the whole album, Outside the Wall. Yeah. And then 147, Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast from Atom Heart Mother. I really am not sure what to think of this song since it's practically 13 minutes of instrumental tracking over somebody actually making breakfast. Number 146, Seesaw from Saucer Full of Secrets. I would have definitely placed it much higher. Just what we needed, another pastoral gospel, a bit of wispy melody and fairy tale vocalizing. A horribly bad right composition from the band's second album. The backing vocals are a parody of themselves. You offend me. Number 105, The Show Must Go On from The Wall. Okay. 144 is The Grand Vizier's Garden Party from Amagama. I'm not really sure what to think of this, but it is a pretty good song itself. Number 143, Empty Spaces from The Wall. Nice eerie instrumenting as the pressures start to close in. Poor Little Pink. It's really just there to set up the better track, Young Lust, from the ninth track on the album. So yeah, let's continue this. Hold on a second, guys. I just noticed this. Wait, no, I just noticed that it was placed here. Tracks number 141 to 148 is all 14 tracks from the Endless River. That is actually pretty fun. to put down. Yeah. Well, and supposedly the last song, Louder Than Words, is the only real song that isn't terrible, I guess. The next one is One of My Turns from The Wall. Yeah, it's actually kind of cool. Then there's Is There Anybody Out There from The Wall, 2005. Right down here is Scarecrow from The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Lots of cutesy percussion. I mean, it just helps to give it a better feel, though, in my opinion. Unlike the next song on the album. And number 120 is Sisyphus parts 1 through 4, even though I would definitely not put all 4 Sisyphus parts together. I would have actually scattered all the Sisyphus parts across the list. Probably putting part 3 on the more deep worst area. Yeah. And number 115, Careful with That Axe, Eugene, which was released as a single in 1968, probably for hype from the Piper at the Gates. No, The Sauce Full of Secrets. And that could actually be pretty unique, yeah. And I haven't necessarily heard the song myself, but it is a song I'm willing to listen to. Okay. And then there's 110's Biding My Time from the album Relics. That is actually kind of cool. I didn't know that there was a track that was actually released on the album Relics. Yeah, cool. Number 106 is The Narrow Way from Amagama. I really just do believe that The Narrow Way was definitely one of those better tracks from Amagama. Yeah. Even though it's a lot of experimentation, they definitely hit it home with The Narrow Way. Yeah. For 104, Corporal Plague from A Sauce Full of Secrets. I wouldn't necessarily put Corporal Plague so high, but this is somebody else's opinion. 103, If from Adam Hart Mother. It's a pretty good track. It's really good, actually, last time I checked. And at exact 100, we have Learning to Fly from A Momentary Lapse of Reason. This should definitely be much higher for the fact that this is one of the highest ranked Pink Floyd songs, being one of the greatest of all time. And this person doesn't like the song for the same reason they hate Owner of a Lonely Heart or the Permanent Vacation album, an overproduced, fraudulent piece of commercial crap designed to distract people from the fact that while the name of the band is on the label hasn't changed, creative people behind the music have. Yeah, that's basically because I believe Waters wasn't in the band during the creation of A Momentary Lapse of Reason. Number 96, we have the Gnome from The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. I'm not really sure what to really say about this, but hey, it's really good. I applaud your courage. It's at least somewhat tolerable compared to some other tracks on the album. 94 is On the Turning Away, A Momentary Lapse of Reason. Probably another one of my favorite tracks, because it's one of the only tracks I know from Momentary Lapse of Reason. Then there's Don't Leave Me Now from The Wall. So yeah. Number 88 is A New Machine Part 2 from A Momentary Lapse of Reason. Yeah. Wait a second. I forgot to mention what I was really on here for. Vera from The Wall. And number 85, we have Fat Old Son from Adam Hart Mother. Yeah. Okay. And then 83 is In the Flesh with a question mark from The Wall. In the Flesh with a question mark and without any punctuation mark isn't very different from one another in lyrical content, but hey. I guess, well, the question mark had to be chosen later on. Number 81, Keep Talking from The Division Bell. This is actually one of the songs considered for the list that I believe... this song was actually, I believe, considered for Watch Mojo's list of the top 10 best Pink Floyd songs of all time, so putting it at 81 is a little confusing to some people. Number 87, Another Brick in the Wall Part 3 from The Wall. Okay. I don't have too much attachment to the third part. Oh. Then we have Goodbye Blue Sky from The Wall and Flaming from the Piper at the Gates of Dawn. I actually kind of liked Flaming a little bit. Number 72 on this list is The Thin Ice from The Wall. And then right after that is Remember a Day from A Saucer Full of Secrets. I actually kind of liked that track. And then right after that is A Saucer Full of Secrets. It's a little bit eerie. It's 11 minutes of experimentation. I don't have too much of an attachment to it, but it's still a pretty iconic song. Number 69 is The Trial from The Wall. And right after that is High Hopes from The Division Bell. That is one of the best songs of all time, in my opinion. Yet that's number 68. It says this is supposed to be The Division Bell's Saving Grace, a major song from Gilmour and his girlfriend cum lyricist. The good news here is that David Gilmour gets his hand on an actually singable 5-note melody. The bad is that he takes those 5 notes and sings them over and over and over and over and over again. I think that with the 5 years following Momentary Lapse of Reason, Gilmour would have penned a few good songs. I feel like this is a critic. Wait, this is a critic. And then they put down A Saucer Full of Secrets yet again for the live version on Amagama. Then there's Chapter 24 from The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, which separates the gnome and the scarecrow. It's definitely tolerable, meaning that there are many other tracks from The Piper at the Gates of Dawn that I just hate. Then there's Astronomy Domain, live from Amagama. I really don't know what to say about that. Number 57, Take Thy Stethoscope and Walk. I actually kind of like that song. Pretty good. Number 56, In the Flesh from The Wall. The one without any quotations, but for some reason we need a comma there because it's in that. It's basically the same. And now number 55 is Pigs on the Wing, Part 1 from The Wall. Yeah, there we go. We have the first part, the part that I've actually listened to, in which was the first track on Animals, which leads into the magnum opus to many people. Yeah. And then right above that is the Fletcher Memorial Home from Final Cut, probably the only Final Cut song I know. And then there's Grantchester Meadows from Amagama. Set Controls for the Heart of the Sun, live from Amagama. It's pretty experimental from the 30 seconds I heard of that song. Then there's Waiting for the Worms from The Wall. And number 49, this one triggers me a little bit. Have a Cigar, 49. It definitely needs to be ranked much higher. It's one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs of all time. Then there's 48, Let There Be More Light, which is actually probably one of my favorites. Then there's Lucifer Sam from Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Okay. I also forgot to mention Shine On Crazy Dragon Part 69. Then there is Goodbye Cruel World from The Wall. And then Time from The Dark Side of the Moon. At 36, whoa, why? Number 35, Set Control for the Heart of the Sun, original. Number 34, Not Now, John. I don't buy my... 32, Dogs. Needs to be much higher. Then after this, we have every single track from Animals. Pigs, 3 different ones, and Sheep. Then we get into the really good ones. Nobody Home from The Wall. Hey You from The Wall. Probably one of my personal favorites Pink Floyd songs, and one of the first I ever heard. And then there's Us and Them from The Dark Side of the Moon. Then we have Speak to Me, which is the opening track, and which is actually rather experimental, if anything. Matilda Mother from Piper at the Gates of Dawn. 23, Any Color You Like from The Dark Side of the Moon. Number 22, Young Lust. Number 21, Arnold Line. Never really heard Arnold Line. Number 20, Interstellar Overdrive. Pretty good song. Number 19, One of These Days. Really like that song. Number 18, On the Run from The Dark Side of the Moon. Once again, a pretty experimental track. Number 17, See Emily Play. Released as a single in 1967. Needs to be much higher. Next, 16, Breathe in the Air from The Dark Side of the Moon. Pretty good song. Number 15, Another Brick in the Wall, Part 1. That was actually a pretty decent track. Great King of the Sky, Dark Side of the Moon, number 14. Number 13, Money from The Dark Side of the Moon. Number 12, Run Like Hell from The Wall. Number 21, Happiest Days of Our Lives from The Wall. Number 9 and 10, Brain Damage and Eclipse from The Dark Side of the Moon. Number 8, Astronomy Domain from The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. first track ever, definitely one of the best. Number 7, Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2. At number 7. But nobody decides to place it at number 1. Echoes from Metal at number 6. Okay. Number 5. Oh gosh, this one is just triggering so much. Bike. My least favorite Pink Floyd song. Yeah. I really do not like this song at all. It's just not very good. I don't like off-kilter songs. Number 4, Welcome to the Machine. One of the best songs of all time, in my opinion. Number 3, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, parts 1 through 5, from Wish You Were Here. Number 2, Comfortably Numb from The Wall. Definitely a very slow and melodic and powerful track, while number 1 is Wish You Were Here. And that seems to be a pretty popular choice, too. Thank you guys for watching this quick video. Maybe soon I will do a video involving what I would rank each of these songs. And it's probably going to be multiple parts, because if I did all parts in one video, then it would be maybe like 5 hours long. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.